Happy Friday. I think I have my dogs or children sneaking down here. I can hear the stairs. Anyway, Friday finally, and today we are going to do inking with a little surprise. We're also going to make a cupcake in a mug. So here we go. Dollar Tree mugs. I don't believe I've ever found a red mug at Dollar Tree before, but I did, and I'm really excited about it. So anyway, I'm going to do white on this one. Open my white ink, and you can see that ink is thicker. Hi, Bob. Thicker than the paste. And for this one, because it's Valentine's Day, I'm going to use the Stencils Soulmate. I fuzzed the stencil really well, and so it should be ready to go and not stick to my mug. The one thing about surfaces that are rounded, you just have to be really careful to make sure that you get your stencil flat, because at times it'll bunch up a little bit, okay, as it's moving across there. So I think I'm gonna take a double check, make sure. Okay, I have all the, hi Brittany, I have all the bubbles out of that. So I'm just gonna take my squeegee, and I'm actually, oh, I don't want that one, that one's too big. I'm actually gonna take my mini squeegee and just put some ink on that, and just like chalking, you're just coming down it. You don't, on this one, chalking on ceramics and chalking on fabric are two different things. And so again, I'm just coming down and then trying to go over it just once. Come on. And then being able to just take off that excess. Now the one thing about ceramic and ink is ink has to be heat set in order to remain permanent. So I recommend to people, if you do the inked mugs, don't put them in the dishwasher, just hand wash. So I'm just going to peel my stencil, maybe if I can get a corner here. I'm going to peel my stencil off. Oh, a little bit stickier than I wanted it to be, but we're going to be okay. I'm going to pull that with the grain. Come on. We got a little bit of Rae Dunn influence going on here. Now, I did have a little piece of my tea that has a little bit of extra ink, and so I'm just, okay, those of you that wear makeup, I don't. So I think this one, that the Q-tip actually has a point on it. They're used for makeup. And I'm just going to slide that across really carefully just to get that excess off. Okay, now this, I'm not going to dry it with my spray gun. My heat gun. I'm not going to do that, but I'm just going to let this dry. And I usually let mine dry overnight and then put it in the oven to heat set. Hi, Crystal! Long time no see. Hey, loved those nails I saw today. So I'm just going to set that one aside to let that dry. Get my cover back on that one. Now, on this particular one, this was a mini from the 2021 mini stencils. I'm going to go back to the stencils that I used on those rolling pins, and I'm going to use Kiss Me on this one, and I'm going to make a cupcake little gift here. So you can tell I really liked these fuzzy socks from Dollar Tree because I bought a couple pairs of the same ones. I know they didn't have red, that's why we're not doing a red one, but anyway, I know Crystal likes pink and glittery. I bought glitter. Shh, Don't tell Kirk. Oh my gosh, don't tell Kirk. Actually, never mind. He saw it today. So I'm just going to roll my sock, and I'm going to keep it flat on the bottom, but I want, so you could say, whoa, not flat, Lynn, not flat. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, you want to keep it flat on the bottom as you bring it up around to make your little cupcake. I'm actually doing this and putting it in the cup before I stencil because I know I will bump what I did. Then I'm just going to pull this middle up a little bit, and it'll bring up my little layers of my, oh come on, layers of my cupcake. And then, because whoever I give this gift to, of course, they're going to use their mug, and they're going to want to use their fuzzy socks, right? So I'm going to just take a little white pom-pom and just put that right there. So we look like we have a little frosted cupcake. Ta-da! Okay. Hi, Jen! I hope you're having a great day. And yes, you asked me if I had another Monday today. I told you to wait and see, and yes, I did. I'll message you and tell you what it was about. It's hilarious. So anyway, I'm going to take this Kiss Me from the other and put this on my mug. And again, I'm going to tell you, when you're doing something that's rounded, then you just really have to be careful. Now, because this one, is that straight? Yes. Because this one was longer, it was easier to put it on and not have those little folds in it. The square stencils are harder to do that with. And remember, when you're actually inking on a mug, any ceramic, glass, it's much different than doing it on fabric. And I will do fabric, I promise. I was, you know, I'm really excited because I'm going to have a grandbaby. Of course, I've told you that. And we're coming out with new baby stencils for onesies. So, of course, I'm going to do a onesie for you for Valentine's because it's really super cute. But the new one's coming out, oh my gosh, not until February 8th. So I have to like, breathe, Lynn. You're going to be okay. So anyway, same thing again. We're just going to go from top to bottom and put this on and go all the way across our stencil. Come on. These little letters are just being a Dickens for me today. So I'm just going to take off my excess. Got that. No ink on hands. Hey, Jen, how about that? You love it? Oh, I'm not liking this color on here. Way too light, way too light, way too light. But I'm going to go with it because that's what it is. You probably, because of my lighting, I'm not sure that you can see this. I'll take a picture close up and post that with the video and the sock. I'm just a little disappointed that this is a little bit lighter than I would have liked. But with a pink sock, redid my sock here. With a pink sock, I didn't want to do red. And so we did it that way. Okay, this is another Monday, Friday thing. I lost my pom-pom. Oh, don't say no ink on hands until you're completely done. I know. It's not too late. So, oh my gosh. So let's talk. Oh my God, Jen. Okay. And here I lose my composure because Jen has to be funny today. So let's talk just a little bit about these. So I'm going to let these dry overnight. And obviously I'm not going to put them in the oven with my stock. So since it's 5 o'clock, and no, I'm not going to get up at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning and put these in the oven. what I'm going to do is let these dry tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to take a baking sheet, just put down parchment paper, and I'm going to put these on that, put it into the oven. Then I'm going to preheat it with the mugs in the oven. So yes, these go in the oven with it. And preheat. Once it hits 350, so 350 is the temperature you want. Once it hits 350, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to set a timer for a half an hour. Let the ink bake on for a half an hour. Then turn the oven off. I'm not going to take the mugs out of the oven yet. I'm going to let my oven cool down until I can actually like put my hands on it and hold on to the racks. They're cold, okay? And then I will let them set again, and we're done. I mean, it's basically done. And again, I just really want to say the ink is great. It's a lot of fun. But when it comes to the dishwasher, it's better to hand wash these. Much better. You don't want to take the chance of your ink coming off of that. And then really, if I had wanted to with this Kiss Me, I probably could have washed it right off simply because I had just put it on. Might have left a little bit of a shadow. If I had done red definitely would have left a shadow. But, you know, it's good. It helps. And, you know, so super, super easy. How fun for a Valentine's gift. I will tell you, my Dollar Tree was out of red ones, though. They were out of the red fuzzy socks. I should have picked them up at Christmas time because I know they had like polka dots, not Christmas trees. And that would have been a great thing to do as well. Now, I know one question that's going to come up is, wait a minute, I'm putting these mugs in my oven. The ink is non-toxic, so you're going to be fine. You're not going to have terrible, terrible fumes. It's not going to smell like sugar cookies by any way. I have a multiple chemical sensitivity, and believe me, I react to just about anything. This ink does not bother me when I'm using it here and it's wet, and when I bake the mugs. So, you know, if Little Miss, I react to everything, can handle it, you probably can too. So with that, I'm just going to say happy Friday. No ink on hands, Jen. And if I pick up my squeegees and I get ink, that doesn't count because then that was cleanup. So anyway, happy chalking. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday, 5 at Live. Bye.